going to play. But now back to Nadine Dorries, one of this country's greatest ever novelists. She has just finished her 161st novel of the year, not from her Irish Begorra series. This is from, she's been very, very busy, as well as bravely charting entirely hitherto undiscovered fathoms of idiocy and single-handedly trying to dismantle civil society. Nadine has managed to mint this 116th novel of the year so far. This one is something of a departure from the last few in her Begorra romantic fictional Ireland series. This one is one of her pure romance novels. It comes out on the Bob Mills and Clint Boone imprint on July the 1st. Sorry about that. And it's called simply A Simple Pie Girl from Widnes. We got sent this by the publisher. Here is an excerpt. Jan stood there chattering in the fierce St. Helens winter wind, wishing she put on her woolly tights. Her legs were blue and white, like big dangling Stiltons. She was manning the pie stall on Market Square, even though she was a woman. The irony was not lost on her. She had to admit Ron had given her a decent selection with which to tempt the hungry and horny-handed workmen of the town. Meat and pot, meat, steak, steak and pot, steak and ale, sausage rolls and cheese and onion for the vegetarians. Jan hated vegetarians. Most of them read the Mirror and gave change to the homeless. Jan hated the people of St. Helens. Low-class scum with no ambition was the way she saw them. Happy to flump about in tracksuits in and out of pound shops. Yes, they were her customer base, but really, what were they for? No, she was not one of them. She had ambition, class, drive. She had a Marks and Spencer's Advantage card and was not afraid who knew it. She was going places. Specifically to the pictures tonight on a date with Dave the Chippy. She was dreading it. The last time they went out, he spent the whole night trying to get her to remove a patch of minstrel from his fly, the pervert. Still, that was the class of the man round here. As she daydreamed about meeting Gary Barlow at an all-you-can-eat buffet on a Cretan cruise, she heard a man clear his throat in front of the stall. When he spoke, she listened.
Oh, hello. I mean to say good morning, dear pastry purveyor. Do you in your stall of dreams perchance have any pinched pastrifical delights that bear within meat with game, such as venison or grouse?
Jan stared at where the noise was coming from. She saw before her a vision. A man, yes, but no ordinary man. Not the kind of slob you get round here, she thought. Looking somehow like a tower of charity fling-out bin bags in his ill-fitting suit. His face was fat and ruddy. There was a collection of crud in the corners of his curling mouth. His smirk as contagious as the latest variant of COVID. But atop it sat the most incredible lustrous shag of hair, golden as the fleece of Jason. She wondered if, like Samson himself, that was where he held his mysterious sex power. She replied in a stuttering, lust-drenched daze, no, nearest we've got is meat and pot. The pot short for potato. She inwardly cringed. Or perhaps you'd like a sausage roll? Without missing a beat, the hot stranger smirked harder and said,
Perhaps you, madam, would like a sausage roll.
He fingered his crotch provocatively whilst licking his lips. Jan inwardly melted like a Viennetta on a parcel shelf of a Vauxhall Viva.
Perhaps, dear madam, you would accompany me to the local Weatherspoons, where I can intoxicate you with Greek mythology and 2-for-1 Bacardi breezes. In vino veritas!
But what about the pies? Squeaked Jan meekly, desperately needing to be swept into his fatty and all-consuming arms.
The pies are of no consequence, my dear. The only hot filling I'm interested in will occur in the disabled toilet in 20 minutes. Factio amare!
And with that, he picked her up, kicked over the stall of steaming pastries, and made his way to the pub. What's your name? Trembled Jan, now quivering with animal desire.
Morris Johnson, a.k.a. the Rapscallion Stallion. All hail! The beast has his quarry!